The ball game of Mesoamerica. The sport known simply as the ball game was played by all the major Mesoamerican civilizations, and the impressive stone courts became a feature of many cities. More than just a game, it could have a religious significance and featured in episodes of mythology. Contests even supplied candidates for human sacrifice and became literally a game of life or death. Origins: the game was invented sometime in the pre-classical period, 2500 to 100 BCE, probably by the Olmec, and became a common Mesoamerican-wide feature of the urban landscape by the classical period, 300 to 900 CE. Eventually, the game was even exported to other cultures in North America and the Caribbean. In Mesoamerican mythology, the game is an important element in the story of the Maya gods Hun-Hunappu and Vakab-Hunappu. The pair annoyed the gods of the underworld with their noisy playing, and the two brothers were tricked into descending into Xibalba, the underworld, where they were challenged to a ball game. Losing the game, Hun-Hunappu had his head cut off, a foretaste of what would become common practice for players unfortunate enough to lose a game. In another legend, a famous ball game was held at the Aztec capital of Tenochtitlan between the Aztec king Moctezuma Xocoyotzin, reigned 1502 to 1520 CE, and the king of Texcoco. The latter had predicted that Moctezuma's kingdom would fall, and the game was set up to establish the truth of this bold prediction. Moctezuma lost the game and did, of course, lose his kingdom at the hands of the invaders from the Old World. The story also supports the idea that the ball game was sometimes used for the purposes of divination. The courts were usually a part of a city's sacred precinct, a fact which suggests the ball game was more than just a game. Early pre-classic playing courts were simple, flattened earth rectangles, but by the late formative period, 300 BCE onwards, these evolved into more imposing areas which consisted of a flat rectangular surface set between two parallel stone walls. Each side could have a large vertical stone ring set high into the wall. The walls could be perpendicular or sloping away from the players, and the ends of the court could be left open but defined using markers, or, in other layouts, a wall closed off the playing space to create an eye-shaped court. The court at Montalbán, Oaxaca, is a typical example of the eye-shaped court. The length of the court could vary, but the 60 meters long court at Epiclassic El Tajín, 650 to 900 CE, represents a typical size. The flat court surface often has three large circular stone markers set in a line down the length of the court. Some of these markers from Maya sites have a quatrefoil cartouche indicating the underworld entrance, which has led to speculation that the game may have symbolized the movement of the sun, the ball, through the underworld, the court, each night. Alternatively, the ball may have represented another heavenly body such as the moon, and the court was the world.